I'm a little at a loss for words. Wow. I just got done researching all of these finds and I can tell you I struck gold. You need to wait till the end of the video to see which item this is, but I'm curious if you think you know, comment below and let me know which item you think is gold.
Hello everyone, it's another great day to go treasure hunting and I am starting out early today at Goodwill at 9:22. So they opened about 22 minutes ago and I want to see if there's a difference in getting here bright and early when it opens or coming whenever later in the day. So let's go see if we can find any treasures. Bag check. Coffee check. Well, this is very exciting. It's a new color, yellow. Let's do this. So this is catching my attention. It's a nice little side end table. Looks vintage for sure. Oh wow, only $5. I really actually think that's a great little side table for $5 and for sure vintage. But I don't have a booth space. And I think this is something I'd rather sell in a booth, so I'm gonna pass and leave it for somebody else. This is really interesting. It's a piece of art. I actually don't even know what medium it is. Maybe it's a sort of tapestry, kind of like a carpet in there. It's framed, so I'm not sure. It's kind of cool, really. However, it's $20 straight tax, so I'm gonna pass. These two things are cool. This I think is really old and it's hard to tell on camera, but I think it's like a silk something or other. Very expensive though. This one I love, however, it's pretty damaged. But that's like a velvet, and then this needlepoint of the bird and the butterfly is so pretty. Great price too, but this I think is just too damaged, which is so sad because I love this piece. And now I'm extra bummed because there's a signature and the double matting with the circle is so pretty. Purple and the green. Oh, I'm just so sad this is here and I don't know how to fix that. Let me preface that I don't want this at all, but I was just floored because this price is absolutely insane.
Someone did end up purchasing this because it was gone next time that I was there.
Okay, hold the phone. This is why I should dig through all of these art pieces more often, which I usually never do, but I decided to today. This cross stitch is so sweet. Of course, I just had twin daughters 3 months ago, so I mean, it really hits me. But the best part about it, see that price tag? $6.99 yellow tag, $3.50. I'm probably gonna reframe it, but this is so sweet. I'm getting that for $3.50 for sure.
Okay, this piece intrigues me. I'm not exactly sure what you would call this. I think perhaps a tapestry or something of that nature. It looks like it's hand painted on a fabric of some sort. Comment below and let me know. This was listed for $20. Had it been 50% off, I probably would have gotten it, but I passed.
Right next to this, I spotted this thing. And while I wasn't interested, I just happened to look on the bottom. And it is a Hager piece. So I think this would be great if it has a mate. I'm not sure I would get it just on its own, but let's put it in the cart and see if we can find a second one, because that would be amazing. Okay, this is really interesting because I was thinking of donating my breast pump because I'm done breastfeeding and I have the exact one in blue and it's an excellent pump that's very expensive. There is one right here in the Northbrook, Illinois Goodwill if you want a great breast pump for an insanely good price, assuming it works. It's here. I just found these adorable bowls. Felicity Burley, Staffordshire, England, for $2.99. A long with this stackable burley made in England and this tray. So I thought, let me do a Google image search, and they're listed for like this tray is $150 online. So then I just grabbed them very quickly and put them in my cart. Upon closer inspection and research, I think this is a reproduction because they sell them at Sur La Table. It just doesn't feel like 100% ceramic, if you know what I mean. So I don't think this is the vintage version along with those. So I actually think I'm going to put this back if it were the real thing.
Upon more research at home, these are made in Middleport Pottery, England, the real thing, and have sold for $200 but are no longer in stock. Here's an example of an eBay listing that says it is made of porcelain, so I believe this is a real one. The other one at Goodwill was way too light to be porcelain.
But I looked up this, and it's not the same label as the real old ones, and you can kind of tell the difference. Like, there's no crazing on here at all.
I think these are the Sur La Table version, so I decided to put the bowls and the platter back because it's not my style. Probably still worth something from Sur La Table, but I'm not interested in selling those.
Now these I do really like. Again, I don't think they're old. I think it's a reproduction. But I did almost name one of my twins Felicity. I was very, very close. So I think I am going to take these home with me.
Comment below and let me know, did I do the right thing in putting these back? Let me know your thoughts. Comment below.
On my way to put those back, I came across this gem, and I actually just got something similar to this.
This one is listed in my Etsy store with an actual real bamboo handle.
This is plastic. They've got $3.99 on it, but there's this damage and I just can't get over the plastic, so it's a no for me. Here's a cool piece of pottery. WN, artist signature on the bottom.
If it would have been 50% off, I probably would have gotten it, but I decided to pass.
Okay, this one is interesting. I love the little frogs. Those guys are precious. It looks like they're on grapes, I guess. Do frogs go on grapes? It says made in China, but there's also a signature, so I really don't know. Love the frogs, not sure about the grapes. Okay, let's open this and take a look. Ooh, hold the phone. Oh my goodness, the cutouts are in the bottom. We've got Easter, angels for Christmas, Valentine's Day. Okay, this is really sweet. A fish? I think that's a fish. A 4-leaf clover. I think this is maybe a person over here. Reindeer. Okay, we're getting this. Cookie cutters made of metal for all party occasions. Well, that is for sure. Not sure what the axe is for, but okay. Anyways, it is $1.99. I still think it's great. I'm gonna run some comps. But even if I don't sell it, I'm going to keep it for my son. He loves to make cookies. Yeah, the comps are nothing special online, so I'm not going to sell it, but I still think it's worth $2, 100% in taking that home.
Well, this you don't find every day. I am an avid tennis player now. I started after my son was born about 3 years ago. Very cool. I've never seen one of these.
Just looked it up and the comps aren't anything out of this world, and it is $5. So I'm going to pass, but I definitely think it's a very, very cool piece because the head is actually all steel. Pretty neat, right? What do we have here? This is interesting because it has an auction sticker on it from $7.924. So maybe that's not a great thing because it ended up here, so I'm assuming it didn't sell, but let's take a look. Oh my gosh. This is stunning. I'm kind of at a loss for words. This is yarn and thread. A lot of talent to do this. Look at that. It is damaged a bit, but I don't think I care.
$14.99, and I'm still in shock with the beauty of this piece, even as I edit this video. I do end up taking this home with me. Stay tuned for the haul at the end of this video to see if I do strike Goodwill Gold with this piece. Comment below and guess now, is this a valuable piece?
This piqued my interest. Handcrafted in Sorrento, Italy, which seems promising. It's a music box.
At the time, I thought this was missing a piece, and maybe it is, but I'm not 100% sure it is. I passed on it because of that, but let me know if I should have gotten this.
Okay, I'm starting to see what the fuss is about the carts that roll out, because I found some really good things off of there today, including these. I haven't looked them up yet, but I think these are pretty neat and could be valuable. They're in really good shape and stamped, and it's a set of 3, which I like. And I really like that they're only $2 each. And here's the last one. Isn't that pretty? I mean, it's really hard to see on video, but I'm pretty sure that's hand painted. And I think it might be on silk back there. So I'll have to investigate more, but I'm gonna go ahead and get these. Didn't I just put this guy back with his collection the last time I was here?
Poor guy, he's stranded again, but I didn't see the rest of the collection this time.
Maybe they decided they didn't want this one but wanted everything else. Okay, I feel like I'm doing pretty good here, and I am trying to be extra selective. Like, I did put those other reproductions away. So I'm feeling really good. I'm not gonna lie, I think that's probably a high quality wig because it's I'm pretty sure real hair. What do we have here? My son loves dinosaurs. Okay, this is gonna seem very cheesy, but I love books. My son loves books. I'm hoping my daughters love books, and he absolutely loves dinosaurs. And I think I have a place I can put this on the wall in our basement because there's hooks everywhere. So I'm gonna go for it for $5. Okay, I'm trying to be really selective, so I'm not gonna get this. But you are a beautiful piece. I hope whoever gets you really cherishes you. Okay, these bins get me every time because I always find something for my son and it's only $1. Triceratops is his favorite dinosaur. Okay, really happy with that Goodwill stop. I'm trying to be more selective and not just buy everything that I think is a great deal, right? I'm so excited to research more about that. I'm really not sure what it is. I don't even know what to call it. The opening piece of art with all of the intricate thread work that seems beautiful and valuable. I'm interested to see if I can Google image that when we get home. But do you ever feel like when you're on these thrifting highs, I think sometimes they call it junk drunk, that you just want to keep going? Because I'm kind of feeling that way.
Hi everyone, Steph here. It's another great day for treasure hunting, and today is Wednesday evening, about an hour and a half until close. I've never been at Goodwill during the week in the evening, and the parking lot is slammed. I am at the Northbrook location. For those of you in the Chicagoland area, this is my favorite one and probably usually the only one that I go to. Feeling really lucky because I've got 2 bags. Been a long day. Gonna do some therapy thrifting. I'm going for Goodwill Gold. Now when we walk in here, we're really hoping for 50% off green tags because there's this zinnia painting, floral painting I really want, but it's priced at $50. So cross your fingers for 50% off green tag. Okay, not green, but yellow. I'll take it. It's not too crowded, so let's give it a go. This is interesting. Ooh, I'm liking that a lot.
Yeah, we're gonna get that. This is actually like all my favorite colors in one rug. Forest green, vibrant red, and blue. Here for it. I feel like that's a good start, so let's keep it going. Okay, that's a little sad. That painting's gone, but I'm not surprised. Wow, 60. Okay, this is an interesting piece.
I don't love the colors and it's 4, so I'm gonna pass.
This is super random, but I'm liking the pink.
Also the yellow.
What do we have down here?
These actually have plate hangers on them, so it looks like these were hung up on somebody's wall at one point. $5.
Be Still, My Heart. One of my favorite family dogs was a Molly. And these are pottery bowls for her. I'm sure it was food and water. Oh man. She's over the Rainbow Bridge now, but that makes me miss her even more. How adorable. What a cool idea. Love you, Molly girl.
We rescued Molly and loved her to pieces. Love you, Malls.
Okay, this was almost so good. A stone paperweight, but it's missing an ear. I like this coffee mug. It goes with the one I got the other day, but there's no label on the bottom. I do like it though. It would be only $150. I think I'm gonna get this one since it's 50% off. Unfortunately, I did the hold test and it's not real comfortable. I think it might be for cream and it's missing the top. I wonder if those strawberry plates are these, if they're still here. Yes, they are.
I saw these a couple days before I made this trip to Goodwill, and I kept thinking about them. Not familiar with the brand.
I've been thinking about them often because I saw them the other day, so I think that's a sign I should just bite the bullet. So there's 4 total, and I think they're each in great shape. I don't think these will be for resale. I think they'll be for me, but they're just so sweet. Strawberry Patch by Danielle, Japan. I wonder what you would find if you just camped out here and went through all of these plates. Has anyone ever done that? Comment below if you've really gone digging in the plate section at Goodwill. Hold the phone. These are beautiful. They're stoneware. Noritake. Made in Japan. There's 2 of them. There's a little bit of damage though, so I'm gonna pass, but those are really nice for someone who likes stoneware. Okay, wait, this is kind of adorable. I think that might be a real vintage Mickey Mouse plate. My son loves Mickey. Copyright Walt Disney Productions. I don't know, that's pretty cute. I checked on a Google image and these are only going for about $14 on Etsy. So I'm gonna pass, but man, it's a really sweet plate. I love the old Mickey. If I get it, I'd just get it for my son because there's some damage in the corner. But we don't need, well, we actually might need some fun plates. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Okay, I've never seen this before. This is actually a handmade pottery plate with the signature. It's not my colors, but it's quite beautiful. I think other people in mid-century mod would probably love this. And there's 2, $3.99 each. Here is the other one. Also looks in good shape. That looks like it's just part of the glazing. Signed A. I wish there were 4 though. Okay, I just looked at comps on Etsy and they're selling one for about 45 to 50 bucks, and I've got 2 here. The only problem is this one has some damage there, which I don't love, but I think people would rather have the 2 and buy a little set than not have them at all. Do you agree? Comment below. Let me know your thoughts, but I think I'm gonna get these for reselling. I feel like that's a pretty good find. Okay, I'm feeling pretty happy about those studio pottery plates. I wish there were 4, but I will definitely take 2. I think people will be interested in that, especially since in the Midwest, I feel like we hardly ever have studio pottery on like the Pacific Northwest. I'm curious to know your thoughts if you're in the Midwest. Let me know if you agree with that or if you found quite a bit of pottery pieces, because that's definitely the first plate I found, and I found 1 studio pottery vase.
This studio pottery vase was in my first video, and it's still available on my Etsy shop, Tiny Finds Treasures.
That's it. Oh my goodness, this is so sweet. Gets you a little teary, actually. This is going to be available for resale. Somebody's going to want this, and I feel for Wendy that it's here, but it's beautiful. Okay, I'm not a mushroom person at all, but I think my sister-in-law would love this candle. Do you think somebody made it? I think it was probably made by somebody. It hasn't even been burned. Not my style, but that's pretty cool. I actually do need one of these fake candles for that scarecrow I bought at the Village Outlet thrift store, Village Discount Outlet thrift store in downtown Chicago, but I don't see any. I might get something like this. Ooh, it'd be only $1 and then put a tea light in it. I think I'm gonna do that. This is super random, but this is a phone holder. And when I'm editing and uploading my videos, it would be nice to have something to hold my phone, even though it sounds really silly. That is what this is, and for $1, I think I'm gonna get it. This book is actually in perfect condition, and looks like somebody bought it over the pond. Okay, it looks like somebody made this. That's quite amazing, kind of sad it's here. I'm in the frame aisle, which always overwhelms me quite a bit, but I just saw
Something out of the corner of my eye.
this. What is this? What do we have here? What do we have here? Is this my Goodwill gold? It's an original art piece. P. Tom. Oh man, I think this is like an Asian street scene. Oh, I'm so torn. I don't know about that right there. It's ready to hang in the back, $15. Oh, I'm so torn. Okay, because of these lines right here, it doesn't seem like it's in perfect condition. Oh my gosh, I just keep going back and forth. I was gonna say definitely not. I don't know, I think someone would love this. Is that my Goodwill gold? You're gonna have to wait till the haul at the end of this video to find out. P.S. It's quiet. I was wrong. It is not busy. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. Oh my. All the Chicago Bears people are not going to be happy with me, but my family are Green Bay Packers fans. I think this might be vintage here. 100% wool. I really don't like to sell on Facebook Marketplace that much, but I think this might actually be an easy sell on there. I guess I just gave away whether I'm getting that painting or not, didn't I? Didn't think about that, but I think I just can't say no. It's too pretty, too well done. My son loves The Lion King, and this is a pretty cool one. I was really hoping it was truly vintage, but 2018. I think he'd love it though. It's $5, so I'm just gonna get it for him. Now, I am not a clothes gal. I don't pick up a lot of clothes, some vintage things, but I don't really resell clothes hardly at all. Comment below and let me know if you do. I'm curious what my viewers are really into. Some pieces I'll get, but they're usually from like a curated vintage store. Okay, this one is pretty good. There's actually two. So if you're a Cubs fan in the Chicagoland area, Northbrook, Goodwill, you'd rather be at Wrigley. This is actually a pretty cool USA hat, yellow tag, $2, so it'll be $1. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this for the winter. That also could be something I could potentially sell on Facebook Marketplace. I don't really sell clothes on Etsy. Yeah, not at all.
I was just saying I needed these, and here they are in the checkout lane. Now that was a fun thrift. Stick around, hang out for the big haul between both of these trips to Goodwill that I've shown you, and see if I truly struck gold.
It's dark out. I just shut Goodwill down. 7 o'clock, and I'm exiting. I've never done that before. 2 bags worth, took 2 bags in, took 2 bags out. They're full. I feel like that was a good therapy thrift. I also think it might be possible I did strike some Goodwill gold with that painting. So let's go home and do a haul.
The time has arrived. It's time for the haul. So let's do it. I'm going to stick with showing you the ones that I will mostly be reselling. So to start, we have this Dandelion Needlepoint with a really sweet message. It is to mom and dad. This has sold for $42 before online. I got it for $3 at Goodwill. There is a signature and date on the back, which is sweet. Really great work, Wendy. I'm gonna save time and not read all of it, but I will have a picture of it so you can read it. It's a very, very sweet message. I think somebody's gonna be very happy with this purchase. This will be available on Etsy at Tiny Finds Treasures. Then we have this, what I think is a rug. This was the only thing I did not find a lot of information about. I did come across some
Czechoslovakian wall tapestries or wall hangings is what I'm trying to say, but I'm not sure if that's what that is.
It could be a rug, like a runner. I could also see it being hung. Nice design. So you guys help me out if you know what this is. Comment below. This is what the back looks like. So it's almost like one of those rug stoppers. If it were me, I would probably use it as like a mini runner rug. But I'm sure there's a way you could hang it on the wall also. Fabulous, fabulous colors. They happen to be all my favorite colors, but I think this is a nice piece. So I'm gonna try and dive a little more into it, but this will be for sale in my Etsy store. Thank you in advance for commenting below and helping a sister out with figuring out what that is. Okay, now we come to these gorgeous strawberry plates. Full disclosure, I just had to look this up real quickly because it's the one that I forgot to look up. Really didn't think it'd be worth that much. I was wrong. I immediately found one of these listed on Etsy for $37. I have 4 total. I took that price, multiplied it by 4, and that would be $146.80 for this collection. I paid $2 a plate at Goodwill. I guess this day just got luckier than it already was. I was thinking about keeping these for myself because I really do love the design. Perhaps someone collects them. This is the label on the back. They are made in Japan. It is Stoneware. Oven to table, microwave oven, dishwasher safe. So these will be listed in my Etsy store, Tiny Finds Treasures, as well. Then we come to this gorgeous pair of Studio Pottery plates. They both have a signature on the back, a simple letter A. I paid $4 a piece at Goodwill. I gotta say, I actually did dig a little for these in that plate aisle that is overwhelming to say the least. And I'm glad I did because Studio Throne Pottery plates on Etsy are listed at $48, $58, $68 for ornate ones. And I think this design is quite beautiful with this detailing around the border and the orange fading into green, gray. And there's 2. Those other prices were just for 1. So having a pair makes a difference. Based on that, I think I will be listing this pair around $110, which gives me quite a healthy profit. So I'm very happy about this. That's something I learned. Studio Throne Pottery plates, definitely pick up. Now the painting that I found last minute above the frame section. Is it worth something? Well, to be honest, I was not able to find one with this signature. I found several that have very similar scenes. And apparently this is Pottinger Street in Hong Kong or something very similar to that. There's also similar ones by someone named Chan T, listed for $3.80. And then there's some as low as $85. So I think I could definitely list this for $85 and get there with it or near there. So no, this wasn't the hottest ticket of this whole haul, but I'm still pretty glad I picked it up for 15 bucks. Then we have these Japanese silk paintings, and these are pleasantly pretty high dollar. Gorgeous design, like a watercolor painting on silk. There are two that have the same exact signature, and then this one has just a little different signature. However, I think this is a great set of three. Love the old vintage gold frames. I will be able to bundle all three of these and singles of these sell for around $60 to $90. So these three will be available on my Etsy store, Tiny Finds Treasures. Oh my gosh, we've arrived. It's time to have your mind blown. While I'm really beyond happy with all the items I've already shown you, this is the best thing I've ever found out hunting. Based on my research, this absolute gorgeous beauty is a 4-panel Japanese Byobu screen. When I saw this in Goodwill, I just had a feeling this was very valuable. I didn't, however, know how much. This traditional countryside scene is hand embroidered and painted, thought to be from the early to mid 20th century. I found one similar one that said this was a Korean piece, but upon diving in further, I found one that was almost identical to the point where one of the panels is the same and these flying birds in one of these panels are identical. And that person seemed to sell a lot of these, so I think he's correct. Now his has a beige background. If you look at this one, it has gorgeous goldish yellow silk, which I think is even more enticing to a buyer. I can't state how beautiful it is, and his has been listed online on Etsy for $609. And yet there's another one who I think it actually might be the same one that's on Etsy, is on Cherish for $788. Discounted now to $710, but I mean, $700 range? Now correct me if I'm wrong, but I do think this one is more appealing because of that color. Like I said before, it's in really great condition. There is a little wear at the bottom of some of the panels, but there's no tears in the threading. Everything is intact. The golden color of the thread and embroidery comes across so beautifully with that gold silk that it's just an out of this world piece. I was super moved when I found this out. I haven't been doing this that long, so I'm excited that my eye, I think, is doing pretty well. B, somebody made this by hand completely. And that detailing and that skill level is something to be admired. And I don't know how much these are made anymore. Thirdly, now I'm wondering, do I keep this piece for my girls or my kids? I mean, I don't know if my son will want it, but the twin girls could fight over it. I do love it. It's absolutely beautiful. I also don't want it to get ruined in my home. So I am not 100% sure yet, but I do think I'm gonna relinquish this and put it up for sale on my Etsy store. I'm sure there is a collector out there who is super passionate about this type of item, and I do want it to go to a home that savors it. So stay tuned, but I do think this piece will be available, my Goodwill Gold, on my Etsy store, Tiny Finds Treasures. In case you missed it the first time around, I paid $15 for that piece. I'm over the moon. Over the moon. Little shocked and over the moon. So thank you for coming along with me on this Goodwill Gold episode. This has been the funnest video to make yet. I hope you'll consider subscribing, coming along with me for all of my adventures in thrifting and finding treasures. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up, like button. It really helps my channel. I appreciate your support. And also remember to comment below. Should I sell that piece? Should I keep that piece? And anything you have to say about my other finds, please comment below. Also, I am actually going out of town now, but I want to get this posted and live for you. So if you see something you would like to purchase, it will be available shortly within the next few days. But give me a second because we are leaving in like 2 hours. You can always send me a message directly on my Etsy store and I will get back to you and specifically list an item for you to get by early next week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Happy hunting. Bye! If you've been hearing baby noises in the back of this hall, my girls are my audience right now, so thanks for being patient.